Hey guys, it's Mama J. I'm doing another quick video for you. Today we're going to talk about plate carriers versus chest rigs and how it pertains to airsoft. So if you see behind me, we have a chest rig and a plate carrier. Now there are people far more educated than I am who do real world videos on both of these options, and when you should and should not run them. They have far more experience than I do. But in airsoft, it's a little bit different because we're not trying to stop real bullets, and we're also not trying to carry tons of medical gear for all of our buddies to keep everybody alive. We are having fun and we're playing a game. So realistically, this chest rig will do the majority of what this can do, with some key differences. So we're going to go into the advantages of both. We're going to start with the chest rig. Chest rigs have kind of become a reoccurring fad over the years when it comes to airsoft and real steel shooters. In real steel, they're being thrown over top of real body armor or being used for 3 guns and all that stuff. Now, the current trend is towards adaptable chest rigs, like the Haley Strategic Micro and the Micro Fight by Spiritus. This one is a little more old school. It is a dedicated pouch system. It's all sewn together without the inserts. So we'll talk about the inserts here in a minute and how they pertain to kind of the more modern chest rigs. But chest rigs overall are a lighter, more breathable option compared to a plate carrier. Obviously, there's less material, less weight, and there are some advantages to that, especially if you're a larger player or you're going on long missions or you're walking a lot or you just generally don't want to carry a lot. Now this one in particular is set up, it's got 4 rifle mags, 2 pistols, and 2 GP pouches. That's enough for most people. Now if you're running a heavier setup, you can always get different chest rigs. One of my buddies runs an LBT 1961. It has tons of space and probably carries more than my plate carrier does. But there's also people who run the Spiritus Micro Fights, which are tiny and fit 3 mags and whatever else you want in them. They're kind of like lunchbox sized. The advantage to that, especially the ones with inserts, is you can adapt for your mission. These, the old school style, are generally not. They're more set for designated pouches for designated items. Obviously, you can adapt grenades or whatever you want to on them, but there's not very many additional add-ons. Now, there are chest rigs that are MOLLE, so you can attach whatever pouches you would like, but at that point, you're getting into the plate carrier territory, and you're also losing a little bit of the benefit of it being small and compact when you do that, because now you're going to have gaps where you MOLLE pouch on top of pouches. So those are the chest rigs. Again, they're breathable, they're lightweight. The newer ones can be adapted for the mission. Older ones are built for a very specific mission, which a built designated rig is usually better than an adaptable rig or a MOLLE rig, because it is designed to do something in a very specific way, so therefore it'll do it better than a jack of all trades kind of thing. Now, plate carriers. I am personally a plate carrier fan. I like having the extra space and the extra comfort of a plate carrier. Now, the downside to that is they are heavy. They typically don't breathe very well unless you add a bunch of padding, which this one in particular, I will do another video on later so you can kind of see the specifics on how this one works. But plate carriers in airsoft serve a slightly different role than what chest rigs do. Obviously, we're not stopping real rounds. Now, it will stop BBs, so you don't have to worry about getting shot in the nipples, as you would with a chest rig. So there is some actual added protection, just like in the real steel counterparts. But the main advantage to a plate carrier, while chest rigs can be built for a designated mission, designated roles, length of scenarios, or whatever, that's great. Especially with the micros, you can switch them out to MP5 inserts or whatever else you need. But they aren't always the most adaptable in mission. So with a plate carrier, you can carry the extra items that you may need if the situation arises. Now, do you always need smoke grenades? No. But on a plate carrier, you have the option for that. Plate carriers are more adaptable within the mission and having everything you need for the mission, whereas chest rigs are more adapted for a very specific mission. If you're doing long-range patrols, you're not fighting very much, or you don't need grenades, plate carriers can carry it all. Again, it is added weight, but you do have the advantage of better shoulder straps and overall better padding. Another advantage of plate carriers is you can set up your back panels with a myriad of items. This one actually won't turn around right now. But you set up your back panels with more individual items that you may or may not need, other than a backpack, which you can get molly panels for chest rigs, but that's going into a whole nother realm of chest rigs, which we'll talk about in a later video. But overall, chest rigs will do everything you need. They're lightweight, breathable. Generally speaking, they come preset up, pretty easy to go. They're plug-and-play systems. Plate carriers give you a wider range of options. They also give you a wider range of items you can carry and a wider range of missions you can fulfill with one plate carrier. Again, chest rigs can be adaptable before the missions and preparing for the missions. Plate carriers can carry everything you need and be good on the fly. Again, personally, I prefer a plate carrier, but that's just me. There are definitely advantages to both, and it's really up to the end user. I hope that helped a little bit, and again, we'll do another video on these and these coming up later. Have a good one, guys.